Hey guys, my name is Divya. I'm a doctor. I now hold a management position in a healthcare company, and I've been doing this for a while. I've been in a management role for a while. I recently took the SHRM exam, the SHRM-SCP exam, and I cracked it. I've been doing a series of videos to help everybody on how to crack this exam, regardless of whether it's the CP exam or the SCP exam. So today I wanted to go into the learning management system of SHRM because that is basically what I use to study for the exam. A lot of people have asked me whether I also ordered the written books from SHRM, and I did not. I only used the online learning management system, and I found it really helpful. This is not a sponsored video. For people who've been sending me messages asking me if SHRM or the learning management system is sponsoring me, all I have to say is I wish. I wish they were, but they really aren't. So I do hope that you find this video really helpful. And now let's get right into the video. So once you've ordered the learning management system, the online version costs about $700 odd. Like I mentioned, I did not purchase the books because that would make the cost about $1,000 odd, and I just wanted to be a little bit economical since the LMS or the learning management system is already so expensive. So once you log on, this gives you a sign-on, and once you log on, this is what the learning management system would look like. It has a few tabs, and I just wanted to go over these few tabs with you guys. So the first thing is the initial assessment. You're supposed to take the assessment right before you begin studying so that you know where to focus your studying on. So there are two initial assessment exams with 160 questions each. One is at the CP level and one's at the SCP level. I did not take this exam right away. I went through all the notes once, and that's when I started doing this exam. That is not the recommended way by SHRM. However, that's just what I chose to do, and I think it helped me. So pick your preference, and if you want to follow the SHRM way, it probably is the right way to go. The next thing that this gives you is an exam countdown, and this is an interesting thing. So you can pick a date here, which is when you want your exam to be, or if you've already booked your testing date, then you can select that date. So if you pick 25th November, it's going to tell you that your exam is 71 days from now. So I really liked this countdown because it sort of keeps you going every time you log into the system, and it pushes you to know that there are, fewer days left for the exam or whatever number of days left for the exam so that you can plan your studying accordingly. The third tab is the Explore tab. And if you click on Explore all study materials, this is where I spent the maximum amount of time because this is where all the notes are and all the studying is. So if you go into it, it gives you all the competencies like leadership, business, interpersonal, people, workplace, and organization. And every competency has sub-competencies and topics in between. So each topic, like this particular topic, is a subtopic within ethical practice, which is already inside leadership and navigation, which is inside the leadership competency. Each subtopic has quizzes in it. And these quizzes are really helpful, and I've spoken a lot about them in my previous videos. So this is what I used to study, and you can even see all your quiz scores and how they were right before the exam because it records the latest score. So the next tab here are some tips and tools. Few things on this. So this one does give you the BOK, the body of competencies and knowledge, offered free of cost by SHRM. So even if you don't purchase the learning management system, you can get this BOK off of the SHRM website. The next thing it offers within tips and tools are the printable flashcards. These are really helpful because, as I said in my previous videos, this is a snapshot, a real snapshot of what the big exam looks like or the big topic within a learning module or exploring study materials looks like. So once you're done studying one section, you can actually go into flashcards, and it gives you a brief overview when studying through the flashcards. The next thing is exam tutorial. how to ace the exam guide, frequently asked questions, the acronym list, the exam eligibility criteria, and quick comments if you want to make any. So the maximum time within tips and tools for me was spent on flashcards, and everything else was, I would say, just a brief glance. The next is the post-test. These are really, really, really helpful. These are tests, one at the CP level and one at the SCP level, and they have 80 questions each. So I think you can, stop the timer and just use 2 hours since it's half of the actual exam, and then just answer the questions. And again, they really, really help cement your learning. The next tab is the practice exam, and this exam really looks like the real exam. So you again have one at the CP level and one at the SCP level. And this is something that you should take right before the exam date, or a couple of weeks before, when you're done with all your studying and all the revision that you have to do, because it actually scores the exam just like the SHRM scores the actual exams, and it gives you a score. So this practice exam is very good as a practice exam, but it does not let you review the questions or what you got wrong. Nevertheless, I do think it's really, really helpful. The other things within the learning management system, glossary. So if you go into any of the letters of the English alphabet, it actually tells you what terms have been used within the learning management system, and it does so for every letter of the alphabet. I did not spend too much time on this, but I think a lot of people find it helpful. The next is a certificate, which you can have if you pass the post-test, which was right here, with an 80% or greater. I don't think I got an 80% or greater, so I never got the achievement certificate for the learning management system. And then last but not the least is an evaluation. So if you want to give any feedback to SHRM or about the LMS or anything else, then you can leave it here. Okay, so that was the brief overview of the learning management system. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what you get if you actually purchase the system. If you go into the learning management system website, I will leave the link in the description box below, and if you want to purchase the system, as I said, it's about $700 odd if you purchase the online system, and it's about $1,000 if you also want the printed version of the books. I did not order the printed versions, but looking back, it would have been easier on my eyes if I had just read it off of paper instead of just looking at a screen every single time. This is just a look back and things that you would do differently in hindsight, and I wanted to share it with all of you. This is my 9th video in a series of SHRM helpful tips, application tips, eligibility criteria, and other guidances that I've done. I really, really hope that you're finding these videos helpful. If you are, please give it a thumbs up, because it would really mean a lot to me, and please take a minute and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.